story starts in 2015, and I would say long before that. If you talk about India, so India being a welfare state, it always implementing programs which ensures food security for its citizens. And public distribution system of India, which is the largest program in the world, it caters to 800 million people. So in itself, it's a very large program. It is implemented since past so many decades, but it has its own challenges, it has its own issues, it has its own problems. Problems like pilferages, problems like diversion of food grains, which is meant for the needy people, it is going to the market, and problem of corruptions. So all these were there. And there was a paradigm shift when India introduced National Food Security Act. So it brings this PDS system, which was welfare based, from welfare to right based approach we have implemented with the enactment of this act. This act also envisages some of the reforms to plug the pilferages, to address the issue of corruptions, to address the issue of diversion of foods, and ensure that the entitlement goes to the right people. Madhya Pradesh was one of the states with the enactment of this act in 2013. State also started implementing the reforms, the rules and all, which was there in the act. And as a first step, which was done by all the states across the nation, was to digitize all the ration cards. Ration card was a physical book which has the details of members in the family, and it noted the food grains distributed to that particular family. So all the records, all the ration cards were digitized as a first step of implementation of this act. And as a reform, so it was an IT based reform was envisaged in that, and this was the part of that. So Madhya Pradesh started that, and almost 75% population of the state, that comes around 54 millions, they comes under this scheme of subsidized food grains. Unfortunately, this digitization didn't work well, and we could not plug the gaps in the implementation of this program. So as a next step, we introduced linking Aadhaar number, which is a unique ID number, which is linked with the biometrics, with the these ration cards or ration cards. Yes. Then, so as we started all these things, since in India or in my state, PDS not just a scheme, it's a very political sensitive schemes. If there is a corruption, it can get change the government also. So nobody wanted to involve in this kind of activities where they can remove the ghost card and duplicate cards, where people are, they are able to divert the food grains under this scheme. So all these things were there, and then government decided to do that. We were not aware about the magnitude of the problem of this duplicate card or ghost card. So we thought of that doing a sample study to select some fair price shops. So there is a system of fair price shops, around 30,000 fair price shops are there, through which the ration is distributed in my state. So that was there, and we selected a few shops, and we did a study using electronically know your customer. So we did kind of eKYC of all the beneficiaries of these shops, and the results were very surprising. around 40% beneficiaries were either the ghost or it was duplicate. So we had a number, we estimated a number at the state level, and it was very, very big. So this study gave a push at the higher level to do eKYC for all 54 million beneficiaries, and we did that, and as a result we could find out that there were 7 million ghost or duplicate beneficiaries were there. So you know what happened? So there were families like Hari and Gunja with their 2 kids and were their older mothers. Being eligible for these schemes, they were not included in the schemes. So in the schemes we called the priority household list. So they were out of that list. They were excluded because of the ghost card, because of these duplicate cards, and if they are not getting the benefits of this subsidized food grains, so they are vulnerable to the hunger. They are vulnerable to food insecurity. So when we removed this 70 lakh or 7 million ghost card or duplicate cards, there was a scope to include family like Hari and Gunja, and that way we included about 70 lakh other families who were really needy and eligible for this scheme. So this is what a very small IT solutions ensure that all the eligible populations are covered under this scheme. So the story does not end here. So still it is going on. So based on the experience and learning of this IT-based intervention in TPDS system, now government is more using the same kind of platform wherever the case transfer is involved, wherever the benefits transfer is involved to the beneficiary side. So it is all the eKYC based transfer is there in my state now, and there are many more schemes now which is coming under this umbrella. So this is about from exclusion to inclusion. Thank you.